parenting tips. Did you know that you can start reading to your baby when he's in the womb? You can read books everywhere, not just before bedtime. Research shows that reading to babies increases their awareness of the world around them. Also, reading to your little one enhances their language and cognitive development. As soon as your baby is born, you can start a library for them. When choosing a book for a baby, look for books that have simple storylines and vivid images. You can also find touch and feel books that actively engage the baby by encouraging him to touch the materials inside them. Look for books that use language in a musical way, like Dr. Seuss's books. Babies might not understand the words, but they love when you read to them in a sing-along voice. For toddlers, look for books centering around a daily activity or chore. Check with your local bookstore. Many have reading circles where your child can enjoy time listening to a book and sharing with others. Did you know you can help your baby fall asleep on her own? Babies can begin to learn to soothe themselves to sleep. Around the age of 3 months, you can start a bedtime routine. That will help baby recognize it's time for bed. A bedtime routine can be something calming, like a bath, reading a bedtime story, or playing soothing music. Make sure you put your baby to bed before she falls asleep. If baby will get used to falling asleep in your arms, she's likely to cry every single time you put her down. If you are nursing baby, try not to nurse her to sleep. Feed her an hour or so earlier, or she will get dependent on that for falling asleep. Make sure bedtime is not too late and your baby is not overtired. And know that you might need to breathe through a few crying spells a few nights in a row before she gets the message that she is safe and that all is okay to fall asleep on her own. It's the middle of the night and your baby wakes up crying. Is he having a nightmare? Bad dreams are a natural part of childhood and are quite common, especially from around 18 months old and onwards. If a younger baby wakes up during the night, it is most likely not a bad dream, but some other disturbance. All he needs is a reassuring hug. When your child wakes up crying in fear of something, there are a few things you can do. Comfort them and validate their fears. Tell him quietly that you are with him to keep him safe. Don't try to shake your child out of a nightmare. This could upset him even more. Help soothe your child so he can go back to sleep. It's better not to climb into bed with your child and not prolong the snuggling so that it doesn't turn into a habit. Remember that nothing terrible will happen to him as a result of this nightmare. It's just a phase that he's going through. If the bad dreams become frequent and persist, speak to your family doctor. Habits develop very early on. The first habits your baby will develop are his sleeping habits. Some babies develop a habit of falling asleep only in their parents' arms. This habit can strain a new parent, but it can be altered. It's easier to teach your baby new habits before she's 9 months, because around this age, her memory improves. But you can teach your baby to fall asleep on his own, or leave his pacifier behind at any age. The key is to be consistent and committed to creating a new habit. Many parents delay the breaking of the pacifier or bottle habits since they don't like to see their child experience something negative. when, in reality, breaking the bottle habit and allowing the baby to attach to something else, such as a soft blanket or doll, can be easier than you think. Helping your baby acquire good habits is important. After all, he is going to have a lifetime of habits.
Subscribe now.